This is part 2 of whatever Naruto was a Senju. I hope y'all guys enjoy. Peace.
Villain. Fuck friends, I be riding solo dolo. Gucci on my chest and I came out for rockin' polo. Bitch, I'm iced out, I feel like a walking snow globe. Sensei of the hood, you can't pull up at my dojo. What's the move, where you wanna go? Doing donuts in a row, Louis sneakers on my toes. Shawty threw it on me while I sip under the mistletoe. Niggas talking records, they forgetting I deliver smoke.
We're now in the way arc. The to escort a master bridge bidder to Lena Waves. When Sazuna meets the team, he expresses disbelief in the fact that kids are going to be guarding him, but works with them nonetheless. And when Tazuna is saying this, he looks at Naruto, a heritage of the Senju clan, and after he says that, Sasuke says, "What are you talking about, you weakling?" And then, and then, and then Naruto asks, "So why you need to be escorted to Land of Waves?" And when he heard this, it catches him off guard, but he doesn't reply. As they were on the way to Land of Waves, two shooting level Karen, Rinse Ninja, emerged from a puddle that binds Kakashi with shuriken lace chains before pulling and ripping Kakashi apart. With Kakashi defeated, the duo turns into the tension. Sasuke, who freezes up before the attack, Naruto intervenes and saves Sasuke. The and the duo leaving one behind as the other one charging at Tazuna. Sakura steps in front of Tazuna to defend him before Naruto appears in front of her aid. Before anything further can happen, Kakashi appears, effortless defeats the duo. Though Naruto does attain a small scratch from the metal gauntlet, which contained poison. It is revealed that Kakashi used the substitution technique to escape the duo initial attack. But when they realize Naruto got hit with poison, Naruto takes a whole kunai and stabbing him and removing the poison from his hand. He then follows Kakashi and stuff, and Sasuke got hit with it too. And then Sasuke says the same like a cannon. He then oaths and make like he never run away or back down from mission threat or enemy, as well as dare not lose to Naruto. After this, Kakashi bandaged up Naruto in Sasuke's room so he doesn't bleed out. But here it began to heal because Naruto let him use his nine tails because Naruto can handle the nine tails. Elsewhere, Gato, the man who hired the demon brothers to eliminate Tazuna, complains about their failure to Zabuza, the duo apparent boss. Zabuza raises his sword to Gato to shut him up to his throat, and he states that he will handle it himself. Gato informs him that there will be a specter and another assault, and that high level ninja is accompanying Tazuna. This did not faze Zabuza, who just replies that he's the demon of the hidden mist village or hidden leaves. While Naruto and Sasuke, while Team 7 is on a motorboat owned by Kaiji headed towards where the land of waves, Kakashi threatened to abandon his mission if Tazuna did not provide explanation for lying about the mission difficulty. He told them it was an extremely wealthy man called Gato was responsible for his country's struggles and could not afford any high-rank missions. Later, as they are walking, Kakashi told everybody to duck, but Naruto doesn't duck and usually would release to catch the sword before Zabuza can even jump on it. And Naruto throws the sword to Zabuza, and then Kakashi realized the ninja realized, or the ninja revealed himself as to be Zabuza Momoshi, a missing ninja from the hidden mist village. Zabuza demanded to have Tazuna, to which Kakashi refused. When Kakashi recognized Zabuza, he was forced to use his Sharingan, catching Sasuke off guard and recognizing and explained it. And along with Zabuza, the Sharingan is a dojutsu that can immediately see and activate all ninjutsu, genjutsu, and taijutsu at hand. Sasuke was confused at only the members of his clan wielded the Sharingan. Zabuza summoned a thick veil of mist and Kakashi informed his team to protect Zabuza. The great tension between the two joining caused Sasuke to have a panic attack, but Naruto was able to calm him down. Zabuza stated it was over and prepared to strike them all with his sword. Kakashi raced towards them and stabbed Zabuza with his kunai just in time. Zabuza revealed that he merely used a water clone. He then he then sliced Kakashi in half. But Kakashi, who also used the clone, appeared from behind Zabuza, catching him off guard and holding kunai to his stroke, and catching Kakashi off guard with the Zabuza's water prison technique. Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura was forced to defend against Zabuza attacks. Kakashi tells them to run. Naruto had feeling and pain in his hand, and he says, "Oh, these kids, not these kids, but these ninjas, huh?" Naruto used root release, catching Zabuza off guard, believing that the first Hokage only could do it, and Sasuke comes and uses his fireball technique that does not affect. While Sasuke using the fireball technique, Zabuza do hand signs to do the water technique, melting the fire so easily. And since Naruto using his wood release, catching his Zabuza off guard, and catching him off guard, leading him to drop what's his name, Kakashi. So when he drops Kakashi gets back up, but since Kakashi holding his breath for a long time, he need to catch his breath. And Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura still let them fight, and Naruto's strategy and teamwork with Sasuke was a success, and Zabuza is forced to hold Kakashi to avoid the attacks and save from Zabuza water technique. Kakashi attacks Zabuza with multiple water techniques copied from Zabuza using his Sharingan. Zabuza becomes agitated, seeing his own techniques used against them. And Kakashi easily defeats Zabuza. Before Kakashi can deliver his finishing blow, Zabuza seems killed by a younger hunting ninja from the Mist Village. Naruto is angry and not jealous inside this one, but that someone so young could defeat an opponent that gave Team 7 not that much trouble, but Kakashi said that there are many younger ninjas that Naruto are stronger than. The hunter then leaves Zabuza's body. Kakashi collapsed from exhaustion due to the overuse of the Sharingan. And while he overused the Sharingan, Kakashi will pass out, and Kakashi is brought to Taz's house to recover from overuse of his Sharingan. When he wakes up, Kakashi realizes that Zabuza's death had been odd because it concludes that it had been probably an axe. Elsewhere, the huntsman named Haku revives Zabuza, revealing that he is in link with the missing nin. Zabuza promises to crush Kakashi when they meet again. In the meantime, both Kakashi and Zabuza need to rest for at least a week to recover from the battle to prepare Zabuza likely to return. Kakashi takes C7 to a nearby woods for training, where they walk on vertical surfaces using their chakra, called the tree walk, the jutsu, whatever, and chakra control. Naruto perform it perfectly the first time, but Sasuke and Sakura require extra training. Kakashi noticed that Naruto is finally getting good grips of teamwork and recognizes that Naruto has the highest chakra out of all of Kakashi, Sasuke, Sakura, and probably people inside the house like Tazuna and stuff. When Kakashi thinking of this, he thinks of the Naruto fox inside Naruto and the Senju heritage and the Uzumaki that he had due to his mother and father. Wow, Sakura and Sasuke trying to outdo each other. Their tree climbing practice. A worker, a worker of Tazuna named Glitchy quits and tries to convince Tazuna to give up building the bridge. Later on, their way home from a food market, Sakura is astonished by the poverty of the land of waves and how many people to steal her bags, which she initially thinks is the way to grab her butt. And Tazuna points out their country would be much better off if it was completed, the bridge was completed, and Gato would move from power. Following dinner, in which Naruto and Sasuke are constantly eating and puking in an attempt to get stronger. Sakura asks why Inari often stares at the family photo on the wall, which is torn so that the person's face upper body are gone. Angered suddenly, Akari leaves the table, making Tsunami chase after him. Tazuna then explains that the man torn from the picture is Kazuka, was once a hero of the Land of Waves and Inari's stepfather, a traveling fisherman. He attentively met Inari after saving him from drowning, and Inari came to rely on him heavily to the point where he could not stand up for himself. He became revered as a hero when single-handedly saved a large portion of the village from a flood. However, when Gato arrived, he had Kazuha killed in an attempt to destroy Hope of Land, a strategy that silently succeeded and traumatized Inari. Moved by the story, Naruto decides to show Inari that there are still true heroes in the world. And he explains that Hashirama Senju was the first Hokage. And after that, Haku is picking up medicine herds in the forest when he encounters a sleeping Naruto who is exhausted from training. He wakes Naruto, who loudly proclaims he is training to become stronger and more stronger than Sasuke. Believing Haku to be a girl, he trying to oppress her. Haku tells Naruto that the only person has to someone to precious to mistake is someone who truly strong. Naruto considered this statement as a historically agrees. At Tazuna house, Sakura and Tsunami are concerned about Naruto spending the previous night in the dark by himself, but Kakashi tells them not to worry. Sasuke abruptly leaves, saying he's going for a morning walk. Back in the forest, Haku leaves after revealing his true gender to shock Naruto. And Sasuke shows up to check on Naruto and scolds him for missing breakfast. The two boys continue to talk into the evening until they finally make it to the top of their respective trees, because I guess Naruto wanted to help Sasuke. Naruto and Sasuke returns to Tazuna home with Naruto cheerful. Yeah, completely drained from the effort that he had helped Sasuke with. Inari is disturbed at the sight of Naruto, who exhausted himself for it. What? Inari thinks that future struggle against Gato and his men. He thinks of Kazu and tearfully tells Naruto that he's the only one that he can win because he is not suffer as Ikari or whatever, has. Naruto tells Ikari that he is a coward and leaves the table. Later that night, Kakashi tells a dependent Ikari that Naruto didn't mean to hurt him. Kakashi continues to explain that Naruto was an orphan who suffered more pain or suffered more than Ikari knows and understands. Inari pain is better than anyone else. On the next day, Team 7 escorts Tazuna to the bridge but leaves Naruto sleeping from recovering from excessive use of the chakra he used yesterday. Once in the war site, the team is confronted by Zabuza and Haku, and revealing that she was the girl, to reveal that she is the one that helped Zabuza. Two Gato thugs arrive at Tazuna house to kidnap Tsunami for leverage against Tazuna. Ikari faces his fear and attempts to stop them, giving Naruto the opportunity to defeat them. Before leaving to join the others at the bridge, Naruto apologized to Ikari for calling him a coward and acknowledged for his bravery. Meanwhile, Sasuke and Haku fight, and Sasuke's newfound speed give him an advantage. To counter this, Haku Haku traps Sasuke in his demonic mirror ice crystals. Haku violently cuts Sasuke with his needles at a very part of his skin. Sakura attempts to save Sasuke by throwing a kunai, but Haku catches it. However, before Haku can use it, he is knocked out of the mirrors by Shuriken. Throw none other but Naruto, who arrived just in time. And Naruto doesn't. He doesn't. Well, he is gonna join the mirror and get called like a dumb idiot. That what he is in this series a little bit. And then Sasuke and Naruto are arguing, talking about why did you come inside here, and revealing that he asked Naruto, "Did you need help?" And once he heard this, Sasuke says, "No, I do not. You always think I need help." And then Naruto finally joins the battle of the bridge. Sasuke having a hard time finding Haku and trapped in the Haku's demonic mirror ice crystals. Kakashi is unable to help as he dealing with Zabuza while protecting Sakura and Tazuna. He orders Sasuke to counterattack the mirror while Naruto attacks from outside. Naruto is oblivious to Haku Jutsu and enters it and Sasuke tells Naruto that he's a complete loser, and now they both trapped. After a little arguing, what I just said, they both agree to work together. Haku reveals that he doesn't want to kill his enemies, but if he have to, he will. Catching Sasuke and Naruto and talking. Kakashi reveals his Sharingan to Zabuza once again, but Zabuza claims he won't be fooled by the Senjutsu twice. He explains that Haku observed Kakashi's Sharingan and discovered a way to counter it. Zabuza says that Haku Jutsu even surpasses his own. Inside the demonic mirror ice crystals, Naruto and Sasuke struggle against Haku's superior speed. After watching Haku counters Naruto's shadow clones, wood clones, Sasuke begins to see Haku movements. When he uses fire release, great fireball technique, and he manages to hit Haku, but Haku says his ice stronger than Sasuke fire. Zabuza uses his hiding in the mist technique to negate Kakashi's Sharingan and claims that the next time Kakashi sees it will be Kakashi died by his hand. Zabuza vanishes, leaving Kakashi to anticipate his opponent's next move. Kakashi finally realizes that Zabuza will strike at Tazuna and Sakura if he doesn't, and rushes to intercept the attack. Zabuza makes his move and Sakura screams. While Sakura is screaming, Sasuke is holding his own against Haku, activating his Sharingan, which allowed him to track Haku's incredibly fast movements, and Naruto too. Naruto stubbornly refused to accept that Haku is too fast for Sasuke, but he is running low on chakra, but Sasuke faints. Realizing that Sasuke is fading, Naruto will have Haku will have advantage and draw out a fight. Target the valuable Naruto with a valley of not Naruto, with Sasuke a valley of Senbei. Naruto instantly moves to shield his teammate Sasuke. Sasuke wakes up and sees Naruto standing in front of him, struck by many Senbans. Sasuke is shocked and catches Naruto as he collapsed. Believing his teammate had died in his arms, Sasuke is enraged and consistently taps into his Mangekyou Sharingan form at early age. But then when he used that, Sasuke hate is for Haku is more gravely strong, but Naruto suddenly gets back up with no minor energy, minor hurts or anything, no minor cuts because the QB helped him. With Kakashi, not Kakashi, with Naruto and Kakashi, I can't say the same thing. Well, Sasuke and Kakashi so shocked what just happened. Naruto, he didn't have his own body. The nine-tailed fox within him controlled Naruto, even though he had friends with Naruto, but Naruto let the Kurama control him. Which both Kakashi and Zabuza sense and makes Kakashi if the shield is broken. Haku watches this lead as the fox powers heals Naruto wounds, like what I just said. and he had the consent to kill. Well, Naruto in Cuban form talking to Sasuke. Naruto chakra rages around him wildly, remarks, and they think happened in canon. Naruto kills him and stuff. And now I'm gonna go to the tuning exams arc. After they comes back, no matter of fact, I'm gonna do a little bit of some in this stuff at the end. Meanwhile, the battle of the Zabazan continues when Kakashi uses Chidori he kills Haku, and that happens. And I'm just gonna say that Haku was about to kill Mushka but tapped into his unknown powers and killed his father. That's his background. Tragedy of Haku. It go back to Kakashi. Kakashi used the scroll he had been pulled out earlier to use summoning Earth Release tracking Fang technique on Zabuza in order to track him. Kakashi revealed that even though he cannot see or hear Zabuza, he was able to follow his scent. He also revealed that earlier he had let Zabuza cut himself. Zabuza will be covered by his blood, therefore easier to track. Kakashi then says he would introduce Zabuza to this one and only original technique. We all know what this is. Y'all ready for it? Chidori! And it ends up killing Haku, catching Kakashi off guard, and killing Haku. Well, and goes to Haku and killing Zabuza instantly, and letting Naruto grabs blade. So now Naruto is one of the 7 ninjas of not the Mist but of the Leaf, one of them. And after that Naruto comes back with the sword of treasure and stuff. And that's it for that. And then the tuning exams art is gonna be so different, bro. It's gonna be the differentest stuff ever. I'm gonna make Naruto a little bit more not worried and stuff and cheating and stuff. And I hope y'all enjoyed this part 2. This part 2 was longer than the original one, and I'm sorry, but what I was talking about, like my script is like I wrote it so differently, and I hope y'all enjoyed this. I want y'all to like, comment, subscribe, and you know the vibes. Hit that like button, guys. And while recording this, I have a notifications from Uchiha X, but it's good. Peace.